Greetings again, this is Walter Wilson, and I am always asked a few questions by almost everybody. One is, what's new? And I say, well, there's a few things that are hot and a lot of things that are not. And so I want to share with you what's hot and what's not, and you can use it to your advantage. First, you need to Google IRS Top 10 Hit List. IRS Top 10 Hit List. And this is what's going to tell you, it's published every year, and it's going to tell you what the IRS is looking for. So if you're looking to reduce income taxes, you're looking to reduce federal estate taxes, and anything that you're trying to do is on this list, a promoter's telling you to do them, don't do them. And the second thing is, and I don't sell any of this stuff, there's a publication called Tax Facts. You need to buy this. It's going to tell you everything you need to know by topic. Tax Facts. Perfect publication, not expensive, but it should be in your library if you've got a question about various taxes. This is a great reference, and it's published every year. It's very current. Now, what's hot and what's not is basically a list of items that the IRS is going to disallow. So if you're thinking about a promoter's telling you you can get a 4-to-1 tax write-off, or you can avoid federal estate taxes by doing this, and if it's on that list, you can expect an audit and you can expect a very bad result. For example, every 7 or 8 years, I see this one come around, the Massachusetts Business Trust or the Common Law Trust. And basically the promoter says that the IRS has no authority to collect income tax, and if you do this trust, you don't have to pay income tax ever. Well, the promoters go to jail, and the tax consequences of the taxpayer are terrible. Recovery of all monies put in, and normally they're gone. Penalties and interest, and an automatic review of your returns every 5 years, or for 5 years. It's just not a good result. So religiously, go to the IRS Top 10 Hit List, and every year publish, make a photocopy of it, put it up on your refrigerator. And if you contemplate any of the things listed there, you're going to get audited. And you're going to lose. Promoters already been paid the commission, they're gone, and you don't got nothing. The second thing is buy Tax Facts and have it as a reference guide for any of your tax questions. It's a very interesting thing. For years, I don't even want to go into how many decades, but I was a big fan of irrevocable life insurance trusts to keep the death benefit of life insurance out of the taxable gross estate of the insured. Great. I thought they were the best thing in the world. But I had one problem. And the one problem was I had this old guy, 75, 80 years old, call me up at the insistence of his CPA, and I didn't do his work. And the lawyer who did his work was a renowned lawyer, extremely well known. And so this guy had set up an irrevocable life insurance trust. So he was the trustor or the settlor. He had an independent trustee, and he had 4 kids as the beneficiaries. 4 kids. And he had a couple $1 million in a life insurance policy owned by the trust. So he says, I want my money. This is what he tells me. Now, the CPA had already sent me the trust, and I'd read it. And this father wanted the money. And he said, I want my money. Those were his exact words. And I said, well, I got good news and bad news. Which do you want first? And he says, well, I want the bad news. And I said, well, I can't get you your money, but I can get you money. That's the good news. So here's the bad news. You got 4 kids, and 3 of them love you. They're all doctors. You're a doctor. But your daughter hates you. She has not talked to you in 10 years. She blames you for all of her problems in life. And so now you've got $2 million. So if I were to cut a check for $500,000 to each of the beneficiaries, that's the only way it's going to come out of this irrevocable life insurance trust is through the beneficiaries. What do you think your daughter's going to do with the check made out to her for $500,000? I think she will gladly cash it. And I doubt that she'll even call you up and say thank you. I think your other 3 kids will do it. So the only way we're going to bring it out to you is to bring it out through distributions to the beneficiary. Well, 7 years ago, the whole world of irrevocable life insurance trusts changed. And they're obsolete. So if you got one and it's gathering dust somewhere with your records, if it's outside or if it's in your safety deposit box and you haven't looked at it since you did it, it's probably obsolete. And you need to do something about it. And that means that the IRS has embraced now a replacement. It's called a life insurance limited partnership. And now you can not only keep the death benefit out of your taxable gross estate, but you can get it the cash value. Perfectly legal. So if you've got an irrevocable life insurance trust, the time to look at it is now. Right now. So there you go. IRS top 10 hit list, a guide called Tax Facts, and every irrevocable life insurance trust is now obsolete and needs attention. Thank you very much.